Good evening. Thanks for joining us on a historic day in Minnesota. Slain lawmaker Melissa Hortman, her husband Mark, and their beloved pet are all lying in state at the Capitol.
Julie, out here at the Capitol, just an incredible, unprecedented show of love and respect. As people braved this long line, thousands of people came here to the Capitol today to pay their final respects to this family, a family so well known and so well beloved in this community. Now, this is a rare honor being given to the Hortman family. Fewer than 20 Minnesotans in our state's history have ever lied in state in the state capitol here. And as I've talked to people in the line today, some certainly knew the Hortmans. Some benefited from their work or worked with them. Just as many others were here, simply they said, as Minnesotans, deeply, deeply moved by this tragedy that not only took the Hortmans too soon, but impacted our entire state. A tragedy that Minnesota will remember for a very, very long time, as is evident by the show of love and support out here. The mood's somber. I have seen a number of people walk out wiping tears from their eyes. Also coming here to pay their respects today, President Joe Biden, former president, I should say, Joe Biden. He was here just a short while ago, within the last hour. He came here to pay his respects to the Hortmans. The former president, so often known during his term as the consoler-in-chief, came here to the Capitol. He gave the sign of the cross and he knelt before the two caskets. Just before coming here to the Capitol, President Biden went to the hospital where Senator John Hoffman is still recovering from gunshot wounds he and his wife suffered in this same attack. Hoffman at the hospital met, we're told, with Biden for about 40 minutes. His wife, Yvette, was also there. She has been released from the hospital and is recovering at home. And just in the last few minutes, what is perhaps the most heartbreaking, most heart-wrenching and poignant moment of this entire day, the Hortmans' two children, who have lost so much, Sophie and Colin Hortman, came before their parents' caskets to pay their respects. You can only imagine what this show of support here, this show of respect at the Capitol must mean for those two young people who have paid such an incredible price, losing both of their parents to an assassin. Now, there has been so much emotion, so much respect here at the Capitol today, and so many people in line for various reasons. Gordon Severson has been among the line, which has stretched around the Capitol for much of the day, thousands of people deep. And Gordon, you spoke with people about what brought them out here on this Friday.
Yeah, when I got here this morning, there were already people lined up outside the Capitol here. A few people said they were set up here at 8 o'clock this morning. That was 4 hours before the doors opened here at the Capitol. And everyone I spoke with had a different reason why they wanted to be here. As you mentioned, Lauren, some of the people knew the Hortmans personally. A lot of people were impacted by some of the legislation that Melissa Hortman was involved in passing here at the Capitol. But a lot of the people that I spoke with said they were complete strangers who were just deeply impacted by what happened, and they wanted to find a place to come and grieve.
There's starting to be lots of people.
Oh, yeah.
When tragedy strikes, it's easy to feel scared and alone.
It was just something that was so shocking and senseless.
To see two lawmakers and their loved ones attacked in their own home.
I cried. You know, I didn't know them, but it was just something that, how is this happening in our country?
Sarah Perry and Vicki Stevens
It is, sir.
were some of the first in line outside the state capitol.
We're just here to pay respects.
Next door neighbors who wanted to show support for Mark and Melissa Hortman. To grieve with their fellow Minnesotans here in the People's House.
The least I can do is come show up here today and show my support.
Michael Roberts says Melissa Hortman changed his life. After meeting her during a black business event at the Capitol, Roberts says he found the resources and support he needed to grow his business.
When you're fighting for something that doesn't benefit you in any way, shape, or form, that's how you know those people are truly angels.
Wearing yellow wristbands,
Absolutely.
more than 100 black business owners came to show their support.
It's nice to show up when you need things from lawmakers, but it's important to show up on things just to show the support within the community and her enormous impact to the community.
It's just incredible.
Longtime friend and colleague Zach Stevenson served alongside Hortman in the House.
Oh, it's so sad.
He says it's hard grieving the loss of his friend, but the strong turnout gives him hope.
Look, it's all wrapped around all the way over there now, and it's just incredible to me.
He says it's a symbol of Hortman's legacy, bringing strangers together, finding comfort in in each other.
Well, one thing that I've always really admired about Melissa Hortman was the amount of work that she did and the sacrifices she made to make the lives better of people she would never meet. And a lot of those people are here today. You know, they noticed, and I think that's really special.
Another special moment here in the Rotunda was when I saw several lawmakers crying and comforting each other. This is, Republicans and Democrats sharing this moment together. And these are lawmakers that I have seen several times on the House and Senate floor having heated arguments about bills. But today, setting all of that aside, sharing this moment together, Lauren, showing their humanity. And that was something that really stuck with me personally here today.
Yeah, Gordon, I think so often we do see the acrimony, but in the last 2 weeks, what we have seen more than anything is the unity and the humanity behind people. Gordon, thank you for that. Also lying in state with the Hortmans today, their dog, Gilbert, a beloved family pet. He is the first dog to lie in state here at the state capitol. It's an incredibly human moment. Sammy Salina is here now with more on that.
Hey, Lauren. Yeah, exactly. That's what people are telling me, is that Gilbert is bringing out that humanity, that empathy. Gilbert's urn is right between Melissa and Mark's casket. Now, Melissa and Mark, they're training Gilbert on behalf of Helping Paws. It's a nonprofit that trains and places service dogs. Today, other trainers and their pups were standing guard in that rotunda, taking shifts, greeting people as they entered and exited. One volunteer, Jordy Strapham, was neighbors with the Hortmans, and they took turns babysitting Gilbert and his dog, Petra.
It's hard to watch or have people come up and crying, and it just makes it harder. It was rough. Seeing the caskets and the urn, it tears at my heart.
It's certainly a heartbreaking scene in the Rotunda. A lot of people also describing it as heartwarming. Former President, I should say, Joe Biden, stopped with Helping Paws for a few minutes, petting one of those service dogs and just comforting their executive director. We'll have more on that coming up at 6:30.
Oh, Sammy, as people have left this viewing, they have told me, a few of them, how nice it was to see those dogs there. Anyone who has loved a dog knows what they mean to their families. Absolutely. Thank you so much.